Oh, let me take my glasses off if we're live right now.
Oh, we are going live. How are
It
you,
says we're
Leigh?
now streaming. You better turn your camera on if I have to have mine on, X.
I will turn mine on. I haven't done this in a bit, so
You got
this
out
is.
of the habit?
I've gotten out of the habit of zooming and Facebook live streaming. This is like a only a second time I've done this, so I was surprised I remembered how to do it.
I mean, I'm impressed. Let me see if I could find it. Let me share it to my page. Let's see. You says live right now. I don't even know how to share somebody else's live. Share. Okay. Here we are. All right. Look, there, we're both doing
Look, I
something.
even got my
Glasses
Oklahoma
back
shirt
off
on.
now.
I've got my proud Oklahoma shirt on today.
Oh, good. I don't have any Oklahoma clothes. So I just have Realtor Blue on.
And there you go. Well, yeah,
And it's Flag Day, so my flag is behind me. So it's Flag Day.
I've got my flag up in front of the house, so I'm excited about that. Let me tell you, when I heard you were coming to Tulsa area, this is the first time you've been in Oklahoma to do a course since 2015, if my memory serves me correctly.
Is that right?
Yeah,
It's
you were
been
here
that
in
long?
2015. You taught at the OAR conference in Oklahoma City, and
No.
so
We were at the Embassy Suites one time
Norman, Norman,
in Norman. So was that 16 maybe? It's still been way pre-COVID.
yeah, it's
That's when I had
pre-COVID. I
spiky
mean.
hair. That's before I have my Capitol Hill hair.
So when I heard about it and from my friends over at Flat Branch Mortgage, I was like, "Oh, I got to get in on this action." I said, I went to Phoenix and to learn from you. So, uh, I'm a big Leigh fan when it comes to her training. So let's just dive right into whatever you want to talk about that we're going to be talking about on
Well,
the
see, I
21st.
mean, your Oklahoma realtor friends should know the reason Flat Branch Home Loans is sponsoring this class is because if you show up, you're going to go out and sell more property, and then they'll have more loans to write, because sometimes as agents, we forget what best practices we should be doing. And you all know it when your business is not chunking along like it should. And you sit there going, I know I'm doing everything, and that's totally a lie, because we tell ourselves we're doing everything, but we're not. We get off track, and we need to get a little shove back on track. I'm your rumble strips, frankly. I'm the rumble strips on I-35 when you're not paying attention, because 35 in Oklahoma is boring and there's big potholes in it. And if you hit the pothole, that's when you stop doing your business the right way. I'm the rumble strips. I will drive you back onto the pathway so you can get to your destination. That might be the best description I've ever made up on the fly for my class, but it's called 7 Deadly Sins of Sales. It's actually more like 11. And if you let me talk with no breaks, I could probably get to 35. And it's worth showing up for. I'm pretty sure that Flat Branch Home Loans is going to have all of their officers there, because everything I talk about is applicable to not just realtors, but also to loan officers. And spoiler alert, every time I teach this class, I realize in my office what we're not doing. And so my agents kind of hate it when I teach it, because they know I'm going to come back to them and say, y'all, we could be doing X. And then we would go sell more houses.
Well, I'm actually, like I have been retooling my business this year. I've been in the management side for the last year and a half or so. So now getting back into actual day-to-day production, I am so looking forward to getting that. It's like every time you know what you're supposed to be doing, but it's always great to hear about it again, because then I just heard about it last week, so I need to do it. And I always learn from you that you got to pick up one or two ideas, implement it in your business, and that will double or triple your business if you just follow those simple guidelines.
Right. And it's nothing new. I mean, you and I have been in the business more than 5 minutes, but even an early career realtor thinks that, well, the old stuff doesn't, well, the old stuff does work and the new stuff works too. But the reality is real estate doesn't change, even though technology changes. We get in our own way. I mean, the market changes. We know right now it's different than 15 months ago. And there's buyers who have fear, and there's buyers who are mad they didn't take action a year and a half ago. And there's sellers who have fear. And then there's sellers who think their house is dipped in 14 karat gold. And so the conversations are actually similar to other market conditions. It's just a matter of getting our best practices back in place. And I can't stress it enough. There's no silver bullet in real estate. You and I know, we've been to all the expos at all the conventions. You're always looking for, what's the next big idea, the next big technology or lead source. And then you kind of find out that's not the best place to spend your money. Because how much is this class that we're putting on? I don't even know what the current price tag is.
It's $50, and they had a early sales that was going on, early bird special going on. But I told the leaders over at Flat Branch, we're doing this, and he's like opening it up again for more $50 enrollments. So I think that it's going to be, like, so people need to jump on it while they still can and get in on that $50 early enrollment.
Okay, so let me do the math because I don't do the math without my glasses on. All right, so $50 divided by the average Starbucks junkie drink is about $6. If you give up 8 Starbucks drinks, which you don't need anyway, because the calories are not helping you out in the summer, that pays for this class. And it's a lot cheaper than buying leads online from some website that's out to kill you. I'll just point that out. So why not come? And plus, if you're not from Tulsa, you could make a friend from Tulsa who
Right.
could then actually be your next referral. What? That's
Yeah.
the point of in-person classes. You can't, Zoom sucks for classes.
I know. And I actually have invited some friends from Kansas, from the
Okay,
Pittsburgh,
we welcome
Kansas,
Kansas
Oliver,
people.
Kansas. Yeah, Missouri. I've invited friends from there, even some friends from Texas, because
It's all I-35 acts. You're inviting everybody on the 35 corridor.
Yep.
They could ride down and come to class and then ride back.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those things that they're getting CE credit, they're getting free lunch and free breakfast. So let's, this is the absolute no-brainer for anybody that wants to increase their business. And I know that everybody wants to do that because right now, there's a lot more.
Weird.
Yeah, it's a little weird. So being able to have that conversation with your clients is so important. And the one thing I've learned from you in the past is how to have conversations, because you are the master of starting conversations and sometimes ending conversations.
I mean, I'm terrible at ending conversations. That's why my good friend Alex has to extract me. My friend from Ann Arbor, Michigan, who's past president of the Residential Real Estate Council, Alex Milstein, his job is to extract me because I'm terrible at extracting. But that's actually what you guys could learn how to do, because I do have a secret for you, condensing your show-in time with buyers, but I'm not going to tell you till you get there. And I have a secret to getting more listing opportunities, but you're going to have to show up to find out what it is. Because if I give you all the milk, then why would you buy the cow? See, so there you go. And when Axe told y'all that lunch and breakfast are included, I'm pretty sure coffee is too. So I told you to give up 8 Starbuckses. You can drink some convention coffee, which frankly doesn't have that burned taste to it. And if you need the girl creamer that's flavored, you can bring it with you and just come on. I promise y'all, it'll be worth it. You will laugh and learn, get CE, make referral partners. And most importantly, when the markets are weird, because we know that they're different every day right now, you might feel a little bit lonely and discouraged. That's another reason to come, because you won't feel lonely and you will leave oomph. And that way you can go out and reach your neighbors in a different way, because your neighbors need you right now. And that's another thing that realtors forget sometimes when they hit that weird moment in the business when things aren't going great. You start to internalize that nobody needs you. And the reality is they need you more right now, because sellers don't know what to do, buyers don't know what to do, but you should have some answers for them. So come with me. I'll give you places to get your answers. You're going to leave better than you came in. I promise. Cross my heart.
Yeah. And I promise that I've, as many classes as I've been of yours, I have always come out of them with a nugget or two. And I mean, I've been a big Leigh fan since the early 2010s, 20.
And now we're Leigh friends.
Yeah, we're Leigh friends. I mean,
So if you want to be a friend of mine, you should show up at class, frankly. I can't be friends with you over the internet. If you just show up in class, come on. And you'll find out why you should get your CRS designation too. And maybe your CIPS and your At Home with Diversity and all the really great classes that are out there. I will tell you why you take those classes and how it's worth money.
Well, I look forward to your presentation, and I know you've got a event that you got to rush off to, but thank you so much for taking time to talk to me today. And I am looking forward to seeing you on the 21st. In the Tulsa area at the in Owasso at the Technology Center.
That's the summer solstice. That's when the day and the night are equal. So if you want to do more than equal, then you should show up and leave a comment right now for Axe if you're going to go sign up. And also leave a thank you for Flat Branch Home Loans for sponsoring this event, because we're very grateful. And there's a reason we support the lenders who support their realtors. They're paying for this class so that you can go do more business. So make sure you thank them and thank Axe and come see me, because I'll be sad and lonely like a plant nobody waters in the corner.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. And thanks to Flat Branch, Titan, and some of the other amazing sponsors that are putting this event on for us. And so I look forward to seeing you. I'll be there with bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Well, I can't wait to see you, and I'll see you in, well, right at 1 week.
Yeah, we'll see you. Take care.
Thanks.
Bye, Leigh.